Alright, so welcome back to another scenario video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a scenario. What if the Green Team won the Libyan Civil War from episode 86? And, this is a scenario that probably wouldn't have happened because, they won the war up here, but let's just say they got to Libya's capital first. And they knocked out the Yellow Team. They took this country's capital too. So yeah, just what if they had complete dominance over this area? And that's the scenario we're going to be looking at today. So let's jump straight into this scenario. So first of all, we're going to be seeing this team that won the Libyan Civil War being pretty good, just like they were in the real timeline. They're going to be doing lots of damage to the Libyan government, and this is where most casualties will be held. But remember, terrorist organization. But yeah, these rebels down here meet up, and even meet up with the main area up here. With this encirclement, we see that Libyan forces are forced to flee into Egypt, or they just surrender. But Libya makes a push up here, wanting to regain this city before any more of their Saharan territories collapse. But we're going to be taking a look at the Green Team doing pretty decent, as their plan is to roll over the Sahara, I forgot about that. Their plan is to get this, so they can have, so they could just attack every nation at once, because, yeah. But rapidly, they're able to begin to hurt the Yellow Team, and we see Libya pushing into the rest, while the Yellow Team is the first rebel organization to collapse. But coming up here, we're going to be seeing this Green Team continue their invasion, as the terrorist organization is doing very good, just like in the real timeline. But they make an encirclement right here, which causes 5,000 casualties, with a push over here using a spearhead, and another one down here, so they can get to the city from both sides, encircle this area, capture it, and eventually that. But that's their plan. Sometimes plans don't go as wanted, especially in war. But Libyan forces do make a push into the Green Team, which does some pretty decent damage. But forces are able to push down here, where we see this nation begin to make Libya force. Oh my god, Libya is forced into like kind of a bowl, so they decide to put forces over here and here, so they can encircle it, capture it, and make this area more secure. But sadly, the Green Team was prepared for this, and the encirclement does happen, but Libya saw what was going to happen, so only 50,000 are captured, 50,392 to be exact, with others being dead, so. But yeah, we see that the Green Team is able to take this city, which is a massive surprise. Coming over here, Libya is kind of focusing over here, because this nation has more of the population, so they're trying to knock it out as soon as possible so they can get over here. But remember, the Green Team isn't just focusing on Libya. They also have to fight the Southern Mediterranean. But Southern Mediterranean is not really that strong, as they're forced into two separate sides. But the big alteration is that the West African country is not going to threaten the terrorists, as yes, they wouldn't like to have a fucking border with terrorists. But if that were to happen, they're doing pretty good. And plus, they prepared for this. They're very prepared. So, yeah. But over here, we see this happening with Libya being able to push them out of here, but the green team is able to do some pretty decent attacks, causing an encirclement down here, which rapidly begins to fall. But we're going to be seeing a new country join this war, and it's going to be this southern Central African team, or southern to Libya, so the Central African team. As they're going to want some land over here. I'm not sure what provinces they could get. Maybe this one, or they just might make a new province in this province. We're not really sure, but they do make an attack into these unoccupied Libyan territories. Not really working together with the terrorist, but they're also kind of working together with the terrorist. As rapidly we see the southern area fall. And now, since the blue team, or the Central African team, it took this, they decided to gain a little more land, and then they just let the terrorists take over from there. And we're going to be doing their treaty now, so yeah. What they're going to be getting is just this southern province. It's one of the most populated areas in the Sahara, besides this province. And they also get a little something like that. So they didn't get a lot, but they're happy with what they got, as the terrorist organization just takes over what's left of their occupied zones. This nation is happy, and this nation is happy that they have mutual ties with this nation. So that's good. But we see that South Mediterranean, they don't stand a chance. And now with the collapse of them, every force in the green team can focus on Libya. But coming back over here, since we haven't really talked about them, yeah, they're just gonna rapidly be pushed back to this, as Libya decides to stop pushing once they take this city back, just wanting to just have a front line, and they hope that Egypt can help them out with these rebels so they can focus on the terrorists. But at this point, the green team, I'm gonna alternate between the names, so sorry. But yeah, by this point, the green team is way stronger than the Libyan federal government, with all these major cities and a mutual down here. We see the capital falling, and massive areas of Libya's mass surrendering. But we see this, what's the remnants of this rebellion. They're going to take this land back. They're going to gain this city, with the end of the Libyan civil war looking like this, instead of this without this. So, yeah, the end of the Libyan civil war looks completely different. So let's take a look at the Treaty of Libya's capital. Start on the province layer. So coming over here, we're gonna see that the terrorist organization surprisingly doesn't fully annex this nation, but they get close to doing so, as they also make a puppet from what's left. This is very rough, but just know this is a puppet. And coming over here, well, not stability. We're gonna be taking a look at this nation, gaining that, this, and yeah, that's it. As the terrorists didn't really want this populated area, they just wanted to win. I think. But yeah, this is what Libya looks like instead of what we actually got. And I'm gonna start doing more Wisco things, so yeah. Anyways, your capital's gonna be put right there. And yeah, that's what if the green team won the Libyan Civil War. If this is not realistic, I mean, this is a fictional scenario in a fictional scenario, so it's not supposed to be realistic. Anyways, have a wonderful day. And, yeah, that's all I have to say.